Welcome to another episode of Saint Vincent Untold Stories. Word on the street is that the next Prime Minister of Saint Vincent is going to be a female. On this episode, we are going to reveal what the Nigerian said, and we are going to help the big man find some solutions. There is a guy that normally lies in a corner with a machete in his hand. When he does that, persons have to run. We are going to give you that untold stories and many more. Big ups to all of my subscribers. And if you are new to the channel, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and please hit the bell icon. So whenever we post a video, you get it immediately. A word came in to Untold Stories that a man normally lies just above SOV in the Glen area with a machete in his hand, and several women had to run back and had to ask persons to accompany them. Two of those ladies reached out to Untold Stories and asked if we could share that information so that something can be done. A lot of warehouses and big businesses are found in that area, but they say the man is smart. He normally goes up above where the cameras can't see him. So they are asking the officers to amp up security. So instead of being by the station 24/7, they should come outside and do something. Just imagine going to work and getting a call from your wife and a child saying that they try to pass through an area in a free country, and there is a man standing there with a machete, and they have to run back. How would you feel? A word also came in again that the World Food Program have been doing an excellent job. Most of the persons who got one time already received the second payment, and that is a good look. But in all honesty, they skipped one because if they started in June, some did not get July, and some are getting in August. So it should have been double. But the most important thing is that they got. I was waiting to see if some persons would update us on that. Because when things go wrong, they normally call. But when it is Christmas time, they say nothing. Why is that? So, kudos to the big man for fulfilling that promise. He said that some families would receive, and so said, so done. There are some persons still saying they haven't received anything. When the truck comes with the boxes, they are not able to reach by the road in time. And when they reach, all of the things are already given away. So that is where now, where other organizations come in and get donations and contributions from donors to reach out to those who do not get. They said that the farmers would receive two payments in August because they missed a month. Well, we want to know how is that going. We need an update on the national broadcasting radio station. Several roads across the island is being patched up. But because we are in the hurricane season, the rainfall is very heavy, and those holes tend to open back. Is it the wrong time? A word on the street is the reason why the evacuees were sent home so early. It is because work needs to be done on the schools. In all honesty, sending them back in the middle of the hurricane season is not such a good idea. But the big man said that those living closer to the rivers aren't going home as yet. Remember that I told you that just after the heavy rains, that some of our guys went up to the Lassofre volcano, and they said that the steaming has increased and there isn't any dome. So we want a second opinion from Dr. Robertson. Tell us, if it is to blow now, would it be harder than the first time, or would it be less? It is alleged that there is an ongoing issue going on with a certain beach because of a reef that they wanted to remove. Some are saying that the coral is already dead, and some are saying replace the coral. But from observation, the reef is in an area that tourists normally visit on a regular. And one tourist said that there isn't any beach there where the best hotels are. And right now, persons are saying that nothing is going on with tourism. So Vincentians, you have to make that choice. If you want the reef to go back there, or if you want them to extend the beach so you can have more tourists coming in and more money spending. I told you before, not everything the big man does that he does wrong. And that untold stories, we call a spade a spade. So not everything we are going to object to that he does, because sometimes he does the right things. Some supporters of his party was saying, pass the leadership on to Sabuto, pass it on to Carlos, but it seems like none of those guys don't want it. A Nigerian said he had a vision that a female is going to be the next prime minister. And at Untold Stories, we said that as well. And another Nigerian came out and said that. And when I say Nigerian, I am not talking about Callistos. I am not talking about Yawa skits, with the best skits in the world. I am talking about men of integrity, because one of them I know personal, and I know that he's a man of his word. I think that is the change we need in St. Vincent. Probably we just need a female prime minister to get things going again. There are so many women within the Vincentian society that have done their groundwork, studied abroad, got their qualification, and has been helping out a lot of people. So why don't we give one of them a chance? The big man spoke about women empowerment on several occasions. So let us see if he means what he say. Remember that we did that episode about Mr. John, the guy who got hit with the pawpaw in his leg, and there were two young individuals involved. Well, at Untold Stories, we came up with a solution. You see, with the kind of education those two individuals have, I don't think that it would benefit the society with them being behind bars. Well, that choice really, is up to the magisterial court and up to Mr. John if he wanted to proceed with the matter. Remember, we told you at Untold Stories, we do not want to see anyone going to prison, and we are about rehabilitation, no matter which side you are on, and we would like to see that justice is served. So, if they are sent to prison, then we can't stop that. That is the magistrate's decision, because everyone has to pay for their action. It is alleged that the young lady that was involved in the matter said that persons were coming after her character. So if you don't want persons coming at your character, you should settle the matter outside of court. Let the big man's son lend you a few bitcoins, and then you can pay him back later on. I want to say a big ups to Marjorie. She's always in the comment section asking, why am I calling her friend the big man? But isn't he the world boss? So the world boss is the big man? Mr. Big Man, I am asking you to treat the Nigerian guy fairly. He did not do anything wrong. So please help him to get his papers to stay here so that he can take care of his family. He spent a lot of money, he built his house, and he set up a business. So he has to go back and leave all that behind for doing nothing wrong. One thing that I have observed about you is that you know the law, and you normally stay calm until something happens. Because look, when other persons were going on to the road, there were some persons from the other side saying that you all can't stop them from going on to the road, and then the bigger COP said that you all need permission. And you see now, Mr. Friday is going to have talks with the big COP and the Christian Council. So it leaves us to wonder if someone knows the law more than the other. So if one side is saying that you don't need permission to go on the road, and you are still going to the COP, it shows something. Well, as you know, today is the 23rd of August, and most of the people from OTR are saying leave them alone. But don't worry yourselves. We understand how it is. Persons are already calling untold stories, telling us that they need supplies. Right, and now we need a factory, we need industry. The technology in the schools need to be upgraded. Even the syllabus needs an upgrade. The first batch of computers, if my memory serves me right, I think that those came from somewhere like Venezuela, the little blue and white ones. Look, so long those computers came into St. Vincent, because I had a few family members and friends who had, and they finished school a long time ago. And you want to tell me that persons are still struggling with online classes? That's why I'm telling the big man you need persons like Untold Stories to teach the youths how to use the devices properly. You see, just like what they do with the telecommunications companies, they normally give you some tests annually to refresh your memories, to keep you up to date with the latest technologies. So that's the same thing that needs to be done with all public servants. They need to be up to date with the time to get the country moving forward. Just like in Petit Martinique, it needs a gas station up by the fisheries in Oya. Those men has to be traveling too far to buy gas. Remember I told you that we have been around, and when it comes to tourism, we can help out a lot. I told you tourists don't come on the mainland like that, you know. They come to the Grenadines, the ones that normally come here on the cruise ship. The vendors have been complaining that they don't really buy anything. But you see, those that sail from St. Lucia and Martinique, they buy a lot of stuff in Myron in the Tobago Keys. They buy t-shirts, they buy wraps, and they buy souvenirs, and they normally do the lobster barbecue. So you need to sort out the marina immediately, so they can store their boats on the mainland. So when they fly in, they could buy stuff here. Right now, there are a lot of persons that are still in need, especially some who have moved back to the red zone. If you can assist, please do so. With that being said, I just want to big up the entire population in St. Vincent, the regional islands, and the international countries who are supporting and praying for us during these difficult times. We thank you.